Hello, welcome to the Retro channel, and it's time to take a look at some more hardware. Today we're taking a look at another PowKiddy console. This is the X19. As you can see, the box is huge. That's because this device has a 7-inch screen. So what do you get in the box? Well, all the following. So we have the instruction manual, which actually describes this machine as the MP5 RMVB. Whatever, but yeah, we get the instruction manual. We get some high quality headphones. Maybe not. Yeah, they actually feel very bad. We have a TV out cable and a USB mini cable, not a micro, a mini. So that's what we get in the box, and of course we get the actual console as well, and here it is. And just look at that, isn't that a big console? Now, it has been coated in some sort of rubberized finish, but it doesn't feel sticky or anything like that. It feels very smooth. It feels quite nice to the touch. On the back of the console, we have 2 speaker grills, but to be honest, there is only one speaker, and that is over here. That is just a fake speaker grill hole. We got the pretty nasty camera on the back. Waste of time. They should have put another speaker in there instead of a camera. And on the top of the device, we have on and off switch, the micro SD card, the USB interface where we can charge it and also transfer data onto the machine, and the headphone / TV out, and a little reset hole there. Okay, so that is the machine, nothing on the sides or anything like that. So it boots up pretty fast. So upon switching on the machine, you can see it boot up. Give it a couple of seconds. There we go. And first thing you'll notice is that the viewing angle on the screen is not excellent. Could be a lot better. So you've got to basically look at this thing straight on. Otherwise, you're not going to see anything on it. Now, this thing comes with some ROMs built in. It says it has 2,000 built-in games. Whether it does or not, I don't know, I didn't count. But it only has games for Mega Drive, Super Nintendo, normal Nintendo, and Game Boy Color. That's it. And you got a couple of arcade ROMs here. Actually, that's the Mega Drive version of Golden Axe. So I thought, surely this can play more than what it's advertising. And sure enough, it does. So let's take a look at all the things that this machine actually does play. Okay, so to see what games this machine actually does run, we have to go down to the games section here. And you'll see the folders which I have actually put onto this. So we'll go to directory list, and here we go. Forget about the arcade stuff, it doesn't play those. Well, it does play arcade games, but not the stuff I put on. So Capcom CPS 1 and 2 plays those. Game Boy plays those. Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Mega Drive, Neo Geo, normal Nintendo, PlayStation, kind of, Super Famicom or SNES or Super Nintendo. Okay, now I did try other things such as PC Engine, Master System, Game Gear, and various other ROMs by changing the names of the extensions and so on, and none of them would work. So these are the only devices that this machine seems to support. So let's take a look at the Capcom CPS stuff first. Now here's an interesting one. 1941 is a vertical scrolling shooter, right? Well, you can actually configure the controls on this device and make it into a vertical scrolling handheld. Check this out. And I'm going to have to reposition the camera, aren't I? Okay, let's try and get this up a little bit. Now what I've gone and done is I've gone and changed the directions here. And I've also gone and put the fire and bomb here. Unfortunately, you can't use these for the fire and bomb because these are the same function as this. So let's press start. And watch this, we can actually play a vertical scrolling shooter vertically. As you can see, the D-pad does the exact same thing as the analog. Now you may have noticed a flaw in this, and that is that these are actually the volume buttons, and it still controls the volume even though I've changed them to fire buttons. So every time you press fire, the volume goes up, and every time you press bomb, the volume goes down. There must be a way to change the volume controls, but I haven't actually found a way to do that yet. So anyway, if there is a way to change the volume controls, then we can use this as a vertically scrolling handheld. So what you think? It's got a little bit of slowdown by the looks of it. But it does seem to be running reasonably, I should say. Maybe. Okay, let's try a less demanding Capcom game. I should point out that any mosaicing effects on the screen or moire effects or whatever, they are not on the actual device. That's just the way the camera's filming the screen. I'll use the so-called D-pad for this one. So latency doesn't seem to be too much of an issue. It's reasonable. Yeah, it's definitely having issues with that, isn't it? It's slowing down. And now it seems to be running too fast, so the emulation is very unstable. Yeah, definitely having issues there, isn't it? You can hear it by the sound. Say, this thumbstick thing is working pretty well though, look at that. Oops. So we can do a dragon punch on it. Yes, we can. Okay, so that is Capcom CPS stuff running. As you can see, the older games seem to be fine, but the newer games seem to be quite laggy and have speed issues. Okay, keeping with arcade, we'll go to Neo Geo. Yeah, you can hear the speed fluctuation again. Can't do my move. Nope. But yeah, that is running too slow. Yeah, due to the lag, I can't do the moves. Okay, well, as expected, that doesn't work too well. Now, to be fair, it didn't say on the box that it plays Neo Geo and arcade games. They're just things I put on there, and it does play them, but not very well. So let's take a look at PlayStation, and we'll push it with Ridge Racer Type 4. Now, here's something. This machine does actually use save states. You can use save states with this machine. And I'll show you a save state running right now, because we don't want to go through all the menus on Ridge Racer, do we? So what we'll do is we'll bring up the menu here, and we'll load a game, progress number 1, and we should go straight into the race. Yes, we do. So as you can see, save states work pretty well. Unlike this game, which doesn't work very well. Oh yeah, Ridge Racer 2 frames a second edition. Oh my god, that is terrible. What do you think, guys? Is that playable? Maybe not. Alright. So yeah, as you can see, this is totally unplayable as well. Okay, so does that mean that every PlayStation game is unplayable on this thing? Well, maybe. Let's take a look at Harmful Park. That is, no, tell you what, let's look at Marvel vs. Capcom, Clash of the Superheroes. Since we had a bit of Marvel before on the Capcom CPS, we'll have a bit of Marvel on the PlayStation. Now that seems to be working much better. Oh wait a minute, isn't this full motion video on the PlayStation? I can't remember. Let's get into the actual game. Oh yeah, this isn't the Sega Saturn version. We gotta wait for it to load. I forgot about that. There we go. Yeah, it was a bit weird there on the music. Okay. But it's certainly doing better than what Ridge Racer and Tekken were doing. But yeah, it's definitely not running at full frame rate, you can tell. This thumbstick isn't bad though, it's actually pretty good. Okay everyone, so as you can now see, we have the device on the TV. Okay, now let's see how good the video quality is. Well, I can tell you straight away that it isn't that good. Yeah, it's typical composite video quality, so what you expect? Can't expect the good stuff, can you? Weird thing is when you put it on the TV, the default aspect ratio is 4:3. Interesting. Okay, let's take a look at some Game Boy game running on it. Let's see, what can we do? Alright, classic BC Kid, or PC Kid if he's on the PC Engine. Kind of interesting seeing the Game Boy running on the TV. It is kind of blurry, mind you. Weird thing is, the audio still comes out of the actual device and through the TV, or in my case the amplifier. Just a minute. And turning it down on the device actually turns it down on the amplifier as well. So that's kind of annoying. And yeah, I don't know if it's just this game, but it's not exactly moving smoothly now, is it? Okay, let's change the game. Maybe it's just that game that doesn't move too smoothly. Oh, look at that horrible combing on Scrooge McDuck when he walks from side to side. Yeah, this one has the stuttering as well. Yeah. Oh, and I'm dead already. Okay, well, let's take a look at some Game Boy Color games running on this thing. Yeah, that seems to move a little bit smoother, doesn't it? Maybe it was just those Game Boy games that actually look like that on real hardware. Who knows? I always find that amazing that Street Fighter Alpha was actually ported to the Game Boy. It does amaze me. I mean, it is playable. Okay, let's take a look at some Game Boy Advance, and we're gonna really push the emulation with Duke Nukem. Ooh, I think I spoke too soon. Glitch City. Alright, let's get into the actual game. Where am I going? Am I moving? Yeah, I'm moving, yeah. Oh shoot, there we go. Yeah, some... Gee, what the hell's going on? The lag is so bad. I don't even think it's like I'm not controlling it. I'm completely speechless. Get off. Alright, well, I can't run Duke Nukem on Game Boy Advance, that's for sure. Okay, let's take a look at something else random. Well, it seems to run the video sections just fine. We don't care, just get on with the game, come on. No, we don't care. Yeah, that's not smooth moving, is it? Wow, press A button to jump, like we couldn't figure that out ourselves. I hate tutorials. I mean, why do they have them? People are not that dumb, are they? Jeez, just get into the game, come on. Yeah, it feels a little bit laggy as well, if I'm to be honest. Okay, well, that's Game Boy Advance for you. Not exactly brilliant, is it? Okay, let's take a look at Mega Drive. Surely Mega Drive's got to work perfectly fine. We'll go with the classic Aero Blasters. Let's go. Game start. Don't remember my Japanese cartridge ever doing that. Okay, the audio is in mono, I can tell you that for sure. Because those drum beats are meant to pan from left to right and they're not. In fact, it's missing some drum beats. Nope, nope, look at that jerking along. Look at it. What is that, like 10 frames a second? No, it cannot be that bad. That must be because it's running on TV out. Surely it can't be that bad. Let's take a look at this same game running on the machine without the TV out. No, it's the same. Look at it jerking along. Oh, that is disgraceful. I mean, it doesn't seem to be glitching like it did on the TV. But I think that's because my TV was thinking, what the hell am I displaying? And it just kept glitching out. But yeah, that is not smooth, is it? Oh, it just smoothed out. There we go, it smoothed out a little bit. That is so random. Alright, let's take a look at a different Mega Drive game. Oh my. Okay, here we are with Battle Mania. Let's see if this works. Nope. 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 Definitely not. Look at the glitches there. Alright, let's start the game. I just noticed there's a band across the screen at the top as well. Can you see that? Probably where the LED light is. Okay, well this is moving smoother than Aero Blasters, but it's certainly not perfect. Where's the button to turn around? I've got no C button. There's no C button. I can't turn the other player around, there's no button to do it. Oh man, looks like the controls need to be configured. Alright, well I think Mega Drive is a bit of a lost cause, don't you? That's certainly not running like it should do. Speed fluctuating like crazy there. Now it's slower. Now it's speeded up. You can hear it in the sound. Round one. Round one instead of round one. I forgot. This button's not configured. They haven't even bothered to configure the buttons properly for the Super Nintendo, even though it has the Super Nintendo layout. You can see how bad the screen is as well, look at that. Not impressed. Okay, let's take a look at another game. It was way too fast. What sort of... Oh man, what sort of awful emulator are they using on this thing? I mean, how can they even think that's acceptable? Bloody hell. Sounds all distorted as well. In-game seems to be working okay. Yeah, I mean, the in-game part seems to be working just fine, but... yeah. The fact that it fluctuates speed, you know, on the title screen and so on is not a good sign. Okay, finally, let's take a look at normal old Nintendo. I know American viewers are going to love this because they all grew up on Nintendo. Not like us Europeans, or at least us Brits. Kabuki Quantum Fighter. Actually, this is a pretty good game. Nope, that is not right, is it? I'm sure it shouldn't be glitching out like that. Look at that. That is not normal. Is that normal part of the game? I'm not sure. It's glitching there too, look. Good game this though. It's a hard one. But it's smooth. What do you guys think about the sound? Is the sound correct? I think it's missing channels. Ah, missed it. So there you have it, the PowKiddy X19. Currently this thing is selling for under $60, around about $55 to $58, depending on if you get the switch color variant or the normal black version. But yeah, I mean, do you really want to pay that much money for something that doesn't seem to run anything properly? Well, maybe standard Nintendo and Game Boy Color games, it might run those properly, maybe. But yeah, I mean, it is a lot of money to ask, and even saying it's got a 7-inch screen doesn't really help. I bet you can't even see what's on that screen, can you? If I tilt it. Yeah. See, it is actually playing something. So yeah, there you have it. The PowKiddy X19. There's going to be a link in the video description down below if you want to buy one of these and maybe use it for a hacking project or something. But as a games machine, I would probably pass if I was you. In fact, if I was you, I would go and buy one of these instead. Oh yes, this is the PowKiddy X15 that we featured a couple of weeks ago on the show. There's going to be a link in the video description for that as well. To the place where you can buy it, and also the video which we did reviewing this pretty cool device. Okay, until next time guys, keep it easy and keep it easy. Take it easy and keep on gaming. See ya.